Here I go. Ready? So you've done your part. You've been researching all the best places to live, and you stumble across little old Greenville. You've heard about people moving here and being so much happier, so much healthier, and a lot of them are just absolutely thriving. And some of them are bursting at the seams with regret. So today we're going to talk about the 5 types of people who absolutely thrive here and 2 who can't get out of here fast enough. I'm Renaldo the Realtor. Let's get into it. Now this first group is the group that I belong to. It's the family-focused person. So this is the person that, above all else, wants to make sure they get their family to a place that's safe, where their kids can have a quality education and grow up to be well-rounded adults. Giving them the opportunity to stay active outside of the house all year round, socializing with other kids, playing in nature, or just enjoying all the other family-friendly things to do in Greenville. One of the big factors that motivated my family to leave Texas is that we noticed that our kids just weren't going outside that much. I mean, I couldn't blame them. It was 115 degrees in the summer, not a cloud in the sky to save them. So that led to them just sitting on the couch, eating our snacks and hogging up the TV. I mean, I got shows to watch. So we started looking for places that had a lot more interesting things for kids to do. And Greenville kept topping our list, like the Children's Theater, where your kids can come and watch a show full of people who look just like them. And they have classes that can teach your kids about acting in theater so that if they want to be a part of the show, they just join the auditions. There's the Greenville Zoo, the Children's Museum of the Upstate, which is interactive. There are all sorts of science and art museums. There's clubs for all types of sports and different camps throughout the year. But you want to know the craziest part? My kids are still just on the couch, hogging up my TV. Plus, you'll be a part of South Carolina's largest school district with over 150 schools and the flexibility to attend a school that's outside of your zone. The next group of people who thrive here are retirees. And that's because South Carolina is phenomenal for saving money on retirement. There's no state tax on Social Security benefits. There are deductions on other retirement income and lower property taxes compared to the national average. And retirees have even more deductions on their property taxes with homesteading. Overall, your pensions, 401ks, and savings just go a lot further here than they do in places like Florida, California, or other popular retirement destinations. And Greenville Memorial is the largest hospital in the upstate, making it a hub for specialists and advanced care. So you don't have to drive hours to get that unique service. And of course, if you're living in downtown Greenville, you'll be within walking distance of everything you need. And Greenville also has a brand new 55+ community built by Del Webb that has absolutely amazing amenities. I mean, take a look at this list. Living off the Swamp Rabbit Trail with as many shops and businesses along the way also gives you that walkable lifestyle a lot of people enjoy during retirement. So we're at Furman University's campus, which is absolutely gorgeous, except for one thing, and that's this creepy little girl right here. I know she's supposed to be cute, but she's not. She's creepy. And while we're talking about Furman, I gotta talk about the Lifelong Learning Institute that is tailored for retirees, that offers continuing education and social activities. And she's still staring at us. And the only thing scarier than that little girl over there is hurricane season. But luckily, Greenville doesn't have one, unlike some place that people love retiring to, Florida. On the other side of the spectrum, another group of people who thrive here are the remote workers and entrepreneurs. Greenville has a very business-friendly climate, especially with South Carolina's low corporate taxes. And a lot of remote workers move here from high-cost areas to make their money go further, or just to work in a different scenic area every day, especially with our mild climate. Plus, Greenville is very well connected with GSP Airport, which is rated as one of the best in the country and has connecting flights to almost every major city in the country. And with Interstate I-85, Greenville's well connected to Atlanta and Charlotte, which are cities that are seeing a big boom of their own. The next type of person who thrives here is the outdoorsy person. So in Greenville, you don't have to pick between living in nature or living in civilization, and that's because Greenville blends both better than most places in the Southeast. Few places will put you within 45 minutes of Blue Ridge Parkway in the mix of plenty of outdoor activities while still giving you a nature-incorporated urban downtown scene. I mean, Asheville is right up there in the mountains, but Greenville has a bigger downtown area. Charlotte has a great downtown, but the trails and access to nature are much further out, making Greenville a much better blend of the two. Plus, the upstate's climate means that you can enjoy outdoor activities year-round. I'm fast. Got the speed of the ancestors. Oh! And depending on where you're coming from, you may or may not enjoy how mild our winters are. We're lucky if we get one good snow a year that's big enough to make a snowball. So if you like skiing and those type of winter sports, Blue Ridge Mountains are not the mountains for you. Here, you're much more likely to have leaf angels than snow angels. But our trails stay clear year-round, so if you're into hiking or exploring, you definitely will enjoy it all year. Especially because our winter averages are between 30 and 55 degrees usually, so it's not really that bad, but I still recommend bring your winter clothes because South Carolina does get moody. Areas like Travelers Rest and Paris Mountain are great places to be if you want access to everything. Greenville County also has plenty of homes available on larger lots, so if you enjoy the peace of being at home, gardening, landscaping, then you'll have plenty of opportunity here. And if you really like space, land, and the rural lifestyle, we just explored most of what the upstate has to offer in our last video, so check that out. And not only are you close to the mountains, but you're close to national forests and you're a day trip away from the beach. So if you love being outside, but you don't want to spend the big bucks it takes to be near Yellowstone National Park, then Greenville's a great place to consider. The next type of person who absolutely thrives here is the foodie. So Greenville has been getting national attention from publications like Travel and Leisure and The Lonely Planet as a top culinary destination in the country. So, makes it perfect for a fatty like me. With over 200 restaurants downtown alone and over 1,000 in the Greenville area, it's a very diverse culinary scene with something for everybody. I mean, from fine dining all the way to food trucks. You can find Southern comfort food Or try something new with international cuisine from over 30 different countries. There's also a big farm-to-table focus. The local food scene is deeply connected to the surrounding agricultural community. Many restaurants pride themselves on using fresh, seasonal ingredients from local farms. Greenville's walkable downtown also makes it extremely easy to hop from restaurant to bar to bakery without ever getting back in your car. And with Greenville's beautiful weather, a lot of restaurants offer outdoor dining with scenic views of Falls Park or even rooftop venues. Greenville also has many food events and festivals year-round. The largest one being Fall for Greenville, which usually draws a crowd of over 150,000 people, giving them a chance to try the best of Greenville's food and drinks. There's also other big events like Euphoria, Greek Fest, or Restaurant Week, which gives you a great opportunity to check off even more restaurants from that large list. What I love about living here is that you always have a farmer's market to go to. Whether that's Greenville or one of the neighboring cities, you can pick up fresh produce from local farmers to bring home and try your own recipes. If that's not thriving, then I don't know what is. Now, all that's fine and dandy, but let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about the two types of people who I think would absolutely hate it here. Number one is certainly the big city night owl. Now, if you're somebody who thrives on a city that never sleeps, then you're gonna feel like Greenville powers down way too early. So Greenville does have a growing restaurant and bar scene, but compared to bigger cities like Charlotte, Atlanta, Nashville, options are limited. So a night owl who loves rooftop clubs, late night comedy shows, or a bustling street life past midnight might feel a little bit restless here. Greenville's energy is much more after dinner dessert walk downtown than all night adventure. And Greenville doesn't have late night public transportation or rideshare density like bigger metros. So if you're out late, you'll either need to drive yourself home or wait longer than you might expect for an Uber. The lifestyle here caters more towards morning people who enjoy coffee shops or morning hikes or even family-oriented activities. So Greenville's much closer to a state park than it is a state fair. So keep in mind, Greenville's not a big city. It's still a medium-sized city that's well connected to its rural roots. The second type of person who would absolutely hate it here is the person who doesn't like change. Greenville is one of the fastest growing cities in the Southeast, and with that growth comes constant transformation. There are new businesses, condos, restaurants, all popping up constantly, and sometimes old landmarks are getting replaced. There's also an inflow of newcomers. Thousands of people from other states are moving into Greenville every year. That means new cultures, new ideas, and new influences are shaping the community. More people means more traffic. Roads are being widened, new neighborhoods are being built, and local infrastructure is constantly being updated. So for some people, that could look like chaos instead of progress. Greenville is far from stagnant, so those who want it to stay the same forever will likely end up with more sad days than happy ones. So if you feel like you fall into one of those categories of people who would thrive here, reach out to me. I would love to help you make Greenville your home. For everybody else, just like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.